I did a little collaboration. I forced Sajam, Diaphone, and Kizzy K to go back to school and make PowerPoint presentations that we all presented as a group. Yeah, you know, Diaphone's whole premise, I can't lie, makes a lot of sense. My presentation was about what I believe is the most important thing in fighting games, the audio for the characters being good, and then making cool noises and saying cool things when they hit you. I was like, all right, class, what does this character say? And I made them do impressions of a bunch of the characters.
Folks.
Okay, so this is on JM's YouTube, by the way. I did a collab with him. Anyway, we click it again. It's going to make me laugh again.
Folks, class is in session.
Folks!
And I'm taking them back to school. Okay?
Oh, he used the school stage, this in Skullgirls. That was a smart choice. As you saw in the thumbnail, more waifus equals better game. Okay? And I gotta say, he really presents a compelling argument.
Why fighting games should have more waifus?
Oh my goodness.
And it's that picture, it's that.
So the chat comment said, this man is married, by the way.
So as you guys know, the world population, 8.1 billion, and 50% of the population is female. And you guys know back in the 19th century, women's suffrage and the
Like, what's going on here, huh? He starts with fighting games need more waifus, and then he goes, let's go back to women's suffrage.
Yeah, sure. Some fighting game rosters do have pretty good equality, right? Granblue has a 46% ratio from female to male. You can appeal to a broader customer base, and of course, it also equals a diversity in playstyle. So I got asked the class, what modern game has the worst ratio?
I should have known this answer, by the way. I didn't even consider DBFZ to be a modern game, but yeah, DBFZ is
male to female.
Pretty bad.
It's either a Strive or Street Fighter.
Strive is also low too, by the way.
Okay. You might be thinking Street Fighter. Not terrible, right? 8 out of 22, 36%. Strive is 32%, 8 out of 25. Tekken is 28%.
I didn't realize Tekken was so bad.
Mortal Kombat is even worse. 7 out of 30, including the DLC. DBZ.
Of course!
Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, that makes sense.
How did I forget?
Oh, shit.
5 characters, 12%. That's unreal. To be fair, they basically put in like every girl who's in Dragon Ball. They couldn't find any more.
I found it very hard to find a team for DBZ. Let's just put it that way, right?
Yeah, no Bulma, true.
If more Coomers equals more money. So
he really put this on a slide and presented this to the class. Can I just say, 15 to 20 minutes before this started, he was like, oh shit, I probably should need to make my PowerPoint. We were going to meet up at 5 p.m. and at like 4:30, Diaphone's like, oh fuck, I should probably do that.
And look at Street Fighter, right? These are the amount of costumes for Chun-Li and Cammy compared to a character like Gil and even Ken, one of the most popular characters in the series.
I don't know if you guys know this, but Chun-Li has more outfits in Street Fighter 5 than there were skins for any League of Legends champion. Did you know that? They might have added like 7 new Lux skins since then or something, but the last time we did the math, when Street Fighter 5 was out, they were still winning.
Female characters are popular. This is the official Capcom poll done back in 2017. Of course, the top 3 were all female, and 2 of these females aren't even in Street Fighter 6, Sakura and Makoto.
Can I just say, by the way, none of you care about Abba. There's like 7 people who've ever played the character on the planet. None of you give a fuck about that character.
There's so many untapped female issues other than just sexy woman with big boobs, right? So here's some examples. You know, the old grandma archetype has not been represented at all.
First of all, so true. Where is she at, just hitting you with the cane or something, right? Or like, she gets someone to help her across the street, and then that guy's got a hitbox when he runs across the screen. That could be something. But you know, this archetype does exist in some other games. Snapdragon character or whatever in Dota, the grandma, she makes cookies. Where they at?
I think there's no mothers with toddlers. And of course, you know, they could just add female Goku.
Yeah, let's go. I found that very persuasive.
I agree. He's like, I got 20 minutes. What's the most important thing I could say? His face right now says it all. That's like, he's like, yep.
Folks, I am here to let you guys know this is the worst chokes in fighting game history.
Diaphone was like, let me explain to you why we should add more waifus to fighting games so more people play it and buy fighting games. And Kizzy was like, you know who fucking sucks?
This shit right here was the craziest thing I've ever seen in my life. They had everything to finish the job, and yet somehow Goal 1 got paid. I was here at this event. I never forget. I was like, wow, Lesson's about to, like, you know, do the crazy thing, right? And as I hit the space button, something happened. Goichi had something.
This reaction was tight though, by the way.
Spent it obviously for the level 3. So obviously, we all know
He fucking level 3 the shit out of that super dash.
Literally, this right here. This gentleman right here. That was the craziest comeback. But you know, I was like, wow, Leffen. Like, there was a situation where I really was like, there's nothing that can go wrong here, right? And literally,
he didn't 2-8.
He was clutching defeat from the jaws of victory.
You thought this was bad, folks? Don't try this at home, please.
Yeah, this is bad.
I couldn't believe this situation right here. I was like, damn, you know, I'm about to just smoke Daigo for free. Like, who is Daigo? Made Daigo look like Diego. I was like, all right, cool, right? Got in the corner. All it took was the Umi flash kick, right? And no,
It is funny though that you guys say like it's one of the sickest comebacks. Think about it one way, it's like, wow, Daigo made a sick comeback. If you think about it the other way, it's like he choked so bad. It just depends on how you think about it, right?
no one believed that this situation right here will literally end up right here, bro.
Every comeback is a
Fireball,
choke. Sometimes
right?
it's just a comeback. They're just a base.
58 seconds on the clock. You know, this is not bad, right?
I love the way he said 58 seconds on the
What
clock.
happened?
Where does health go?
What happened? What happened within those seconds?
Yeah.
How did this happen, right? This is crazy, right? And then, obviously, you know, Problem X got him in a situation where it was really good, put him in the corner, and for some odd reason, man, got him with those Sonic move, bro.
He said
Daigo,
and
that's
for
the
some
jump scare
odd
right there.
reason.
Wow,
Yeah, Daigo
the
played
father
Ryu in
was the
season
problem,
1, so it was
right?
season 3.
So,
I mean,
yeah,
Gao
a
came
lot
out
of
very
people
quickly into the
says
game's lifespan.
Dante is not really the best comeback character in this situation, right? So he's by himself. He popped X Factor level 3. He did the jam session loops, right? So he got one character, right? And, you know, it's Dr. Doom. That's not bad. You know, I think Apology Man's like best character is like Super Scroll, and like, you know, Firebrand's pretty up there too. So I'm like, this is not a bad situation for Apology Man, right? Well, yes, it is.
He came in
actually
mashing
the
on
worst
acid
thing.
rain.
Well, what's the meme? People don't pay money to block. Well, you know what?
True.
People is gonna pay money.
Yep.
People are gonna pay money to spectate after that ass whooping from Mash. So that's what happened. So right now, Apology Man hit some buttons, didn't work out, got the combo. Here's the finale, but he still got Super Scroll. But for some odd reason,
Him saying people don't pay money to spectate
you
is
know,
so
Apology
good.
Man was able to get 4 bars. And,
What a that confirm was
and
actually ridiculous, by the way. Like Cloud's a beast.
this situation fall down. Apology Man is one of those guys I think is so good, and you know, always have some unfortunate luck. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed my slideshow. My goal right now is to, you know, get out of 7th grade, make it to 8th grade. You know, I really hope the teacher really appreciates the time and effort that I did this.
There's always a student who does this, by the way. I don't know if you guys had the same shit when you were in school. I'd like to thank the
But let's give a round of
academy.
applause for Kizzy K. Very nice.
Okay, what up, folks? What's the secret to fighting games? Folks, and I got you. That's what Jam would say if this is his presentation.
Yeah, okay.
Oh my god, I
JM.
thought that was it, bro. That tripped me out so much.
My impression was so good, I fooled Diaphone. You see that?
My first question for everybody, who is this guy?
You guys know who this is. Right answers only. All right, you're being graded. Ed Boon. Yellow Sub-Zero and female Goku. Yellow Smoke, a Shoto. Okay, you guys got it correct. Someone said Markman.
Now, when you see this guy, what do you think of when you see Scorpion on the screen? Get over here. That's right. You think of one of the most famous audio
Come
lines,
here.
maybe.
Come here.
Right? What about this guy? What noise does this guy make?
Hadouken!
Yeah, he does.
You can.
Yeah, he goes, sure, you can Hadouken. But what
Is this
about
Blue's Clues? What's going on?
what about this guy?
When you see these two pictures, the noises you hear are not the same, right? An opening. Yeah, you hear different things when you see the guy on the right. When I see the guy on the left, this motherfucker is so different, right, than the guy on the right, which is funny because, you know, they're both Ryu.
Hadouken!
When you see the guy on the right, you hear Ken wins.
You guys have, I'm sure, told people like, what is your job? What do you do there, young Skippy, at a family gathering? And you have to be like, well, you know, I make fighting game videos or whatever. And somebody has been like, oh yeah, I used to play those arcade games. That guy used to be like Tatsubat Bapuken, and like they don't know, but they recognize that something was said or something was there. And that audio speaks to them and it's stuck with them over the years. This actually happened to Tasty Steve and I. We did a Wizard World event and Jason Mewes was there. We were like, yeah, we do fighting games. And he's like, fighting games, Tatsu Batsu Blah Blah Blue. And we were like, all right, I want some pound cake. Yeah, it's like the classic. Because you think about these characters, and it's not just the things they say, but the noises they make. Or, what about Raiden? You guys know the noise Raiden makes.
Oh yeah.
Where's our goal?
Like he just yells. Right? I don't know what he said. They call it Bobble. Chun-Li and Storm, you guys know very famously, just going A when she's doing back heavy punch, or how from Storm. I mean, there's some goofy stuff. You guys know about what is this? Everybody loves Luke, not for Sandblast or Rising Uppercut or anything like that, but you took the wrong guy to Memphis. This is Luke when he went to Memphis, yeah.
That's Luke from Ohio, I think.
Yeah. He spent too much time there.
I said it on the video. It seems like it got cut out. I'm not surprised because it probably would have demonetized this video. Yun, when he does his Ultra in Street Fighter 4, he does the launch and he says like, hope you like this, get ready, right? But the entire lifespan of the game, every time Yun did his Ultra, everybody said, hope you like dicks, get ready, because it sounds kind of like he says that. Somebody didn't know. I think it was JM didn't know, and maybe one of the other two didn't know. Cell's intro in Dragon Ball, he screams. He just goes,
Yeah.
"Ah!"
Hell yeah. This is the best part of the top.
Ah!
Yeah.
And then they skip it. They skip
that
the intro on
hurt?
accident. The crowd gets mad. The chat gets mad. Everybody is so pissed. In fact, they're so mad that they pause the game. They go back to character select. They reload it and they repick the arena and then they do the intro again so that everybody can do the stream. And then you get to hear the whole arena.
Yeah!
So everybody's hyped. Like it sounds so good, right?
That's
And
so
what-
sick.
It's one of the coolest things about fighting games. You have stuff like this. I don't know if you guys have seen this next clip. If you are stream monsters, you're fans of Base Monster. One of my favorite videos, I use this as an example about why sound clips are so important before.
Oh, looks like it caught him
See you later.
Yeah, the see you later. Spider-Man says see you later when he does his web swing. And he does it a lot in his comments.
Oh, I remember. Yeah. It's so good.
It's so good. He says it every time. See you later. And the whole crowd is just saying it every single time he gets the hit. I listed some characters up here that have some that I love because I always do the Chris Redfield, which is like fire in the hole, suck on it. You like that?
Yeah.
Like he just
The characters up there, Byakuya's is his laugh. Dante is get back. Johnny is everything. Like Misto and like he does basically everything, right? Yuzu is elbow. There's the Kyo Bodega. That's a bunch of stuff. I didn't think about Geese, but Predictable is on here. Oh yeah, also it's not on here, but my original slideshow has like 8 more slides. They had to do these noises. So I had Nova and also Magneto and Terry. I talked about these. I asked Diaphone to do a biking noise because you know he main biking and he's like, I don't know what she says. This motherfucker's asking for waifus in fighting games. And he doesn't even know what his fucking character says. You want me to take this guy's slide seriously? These characters too? And I made Kizzy do Sin and he did big drive. And he did like a big yell.
All right, folks. My presentation is called Out of Pocket Old Posts I Found on the SRK. These were the place for people to talk smack, to organize meetups, to share tech. And they were actually deleted. An archive exists. And I have poured through the archive and found some very funny and crazy posts from some notable players who I think everyone in this call today, you're going to know. In a disappointing development, it seems we have a new wave of scrubs announcing they're not only too stupid to play well, but too stupid even to watch a video. We're spoon-feeding top-quality Street Fighter to you every week, and it turns out you're too stupid to even swallow.
I read the article that this is from on stream. So a lot of you in the chat know this because I covered this very thing.
This is from Domination 101. This is Seth Killian, right?
It is
Oh,
indeed.
Yeah, I read this article on stream. It's very funny. You see a match and you just sit back and watch it like a sitcom. You're not living it alongside the players trying to think as they do in real time. You're just soaking it up like the spineless sponge you are.
Same thread, 1 month apart here. I'll take all bets in SF4, Third Strike, Marvel 2, anything else people can think of. I'll say yes or no, but no UMK3. Who wants to money match me? Please only Capcom fighting games or Magical Drop. Finally, I'll take all SF4 money matches. F Marn, money match me.
You know, there's a lot of people I thought this could be based on the first sentence. When I saw the second sentence, I knew who it was. When I saw the third sentence, I was laughing really hard. I was like, well, okay, there can only be one. Mike Ross. A lot of you immediately saw Fuck Marn and were like, it's Mike Ross, huh?
Damn, so you telling me Justin really went on the forums and was like,
I guess. That's my guess.
Yeah.
Too easy, too easy.
Yeah.
All right, Kizzy gets a point here.
It was like
and
two
for
or
some
three
reason, his
people.
screen name's it's Justin W. It's not J Wong. Number 3, we got a diatribe against the mechanic parry in Street Fighter 3 Third Strike. This is from 2005. What parry does to the overall mind game of Street Fighter
This is
reduces
funny.
the game
I'm
to, I thought he was
impressed
going
by
to do
this
this, but he did that, and I was surprised. This is to 2D fighting mind games what Green Eggs and Ham is to literature.
I'm sad that I read that Green Eggs and Ham line and didn't immediately know who it was. I was stuck between two guesses here.
It's somebody from SoCal because, you know, Tijuana is back close over here. So, you know, that's the red flag I got.
It was Viscant.
You know, I'm so disappointed in myself for not noticing it was Viscant immediately when he said Green Eggs and Ham. It does kind of sound like a Hotashi line.
So this was a thread called
should've known
Evo
this one, too.
East Predictions. If you guys don't remember, back in the day, there used to be 2 Evos on some years. He was posting all his predictions on who would win what game. Feel free to flame me so I can make fun of you all some more. So Marvel 2, the #1 prediction was Justin Wong, duh. CVS 2, Justin Wong, because Nestor is not in the USA. And then Hyper Street Fighter 2. This was 2006, so the version of Street Fighter 2 they ran was Hyper Street Fighter 2. The OP, it's his name. No smack talk, just fact. Taking this free.
I thought it could be them, but then I was like, maybe, I'm not sure. I should have known when I saw the game, though.
I'll just go back to the well.
Damn, that's an interesting guess.
I'll just say it's Watson.
John
Sanford.
Okay,
All
Diaphone.
right, this is gonna be the
Arco.
most big brain read ever. DSP.
I will show you. This was posted by System 1 because the account is deleted. But I have used my sleuthing and the internet Wayback Machine to determine that this was in fact DSP.
Let's go.
Oh, that makes sense.
He did win.
He did.
As far as I can tell, the Evo East results
I know
do not
the
exist
Josh the
anywhere
Funk
other
Dog
than
post
Shoryuken
of the
Form
results
archive.
for Mario Kart DS at Evo East is really funny.
Literally, the only way I could find this was pouring through the archive.
Jam isn't even subscribed. You hate
Oh
to
yeah,
see
and
it.
if you haven't already, drop
Click
your
that button.
favorite fighting game voice line that I did or didn't mention in the comments down below.
Oh, you got
Do
to.
that.
You got to.
Yeah, you should do that.
Anyway, this is a fun time. If you haven't already, go check out JM's YouTube. Making a presentation, a slideshow is, I haven't done that in a long time. I was always the one that they were like, you need to do the research and make the presentation. And like, you know how I am. I was like, okay, so I would do all the research and everything. And then they'd be like, okay, now that you've done the research, I'm kind of scared. I don't want to go up there and say, you do it, you go say it. And I'd be like, I did my job. Okay, you'd go up there and do your fucking job, and then they'd be like, no, and then I'd have to go up there and present anyway. It got to the point where I was like, well, I don't like doing slideshows with lots of text on them. I just want to talk. So I'm going to put a picture and some words, and I'll go up there and talk. Capiche? Yeah, I got into it. I think I made some enemies. Like our group, we had people, they all picked their role. And like picking the presentation role is really lazy because you don't have to do any work until the presentation arrives, which means it's the easiest job. Straight up, as long as you don't mind public speaking. Somebody in our group, she was like, I'm not doing any, I'll present. I love public speaking. So we're like, okay. So we did all the research. And then the day before we were supposed to go up there, they're like, hey, group meeting, she can't go up and do the presentation anymore. She's not going to make it. Steven, you got to go up there and do the presentation now. And I'm like, I did all the research. It's like all there. And they're like, yeah, well, she has like a banquet for her ASB club, so she just can't go. And I was like, it's not my fucking fault that she's not doing her work. Like, fuck, what do you want from me? If this bitch doesn't want to go do it, I'm down for her to just not get any credit, and I'll go up there and do it. Just tell the teacher that she didn't do any work, and then I'll go present. I'm fine with that. We can just all say together that you failed because you did nothing, and then I'll go up and do the presentation, and we'll get an A, and everything will be fine. And they didn't seem to like that. And I went up there and did it. So that's like just a pro lesson in life that I learned in high school. that applies to all of life, which is that you can not do your job and you'll never get fired. And any of you who now are in the workforce know that what I just said is true. All of you also work with people who don't do their jobs, and then you're like, well, that's most of the jobs I've ever had. It's true. That's just how it goes. The only person I can think of who I know didn't do their job who got fired was like on drugs. Just showing up to the office doing drugs all the time. Bruh, I'm on drugs at the office right now. I see. I'm sorry that's happening to your coworkers, but makes sense.